Time for another text adventure review now. There's not many of these left, thankfully. This one, however, could be quite fun. It's Quest for the Holy Grail, based on the Monty Python and the Holy Grail film. It's not an official tie-in, but obviously based on the cover you can see there's certain similarities there. So let's take a look at it. So as you can see from the front cover, it's very obviously influenced by the Monty Python and the Holy Grail movie. Not official, but we have got some familiar characters from there, including the Holy Grail itself, one of the knights there, and of course the nasty pointy-toothed evil were-rabbit. And on the spine we've got the logo and the grid style packaging. On the back, strangely, this one's got no barcode on it, which is a bit peculiar, but as you can see there, a zany tale of long ago, Guy bold Sir Tappin through the terrors of medieval England in his search for the Holy Grail. Sir Tappin, not one of the characters from the Monty Python version of the story, but there you go. So inside we've got the logo again and some screenshots. Pretty unspectacular for a text adventure, as you might expect. Lots of grey background, some text and some pretty basic looking graphics there. And inside there we have the aim of the game. At last, the computer game to surpass all others. You've been screaming, crying, begging for it, and at last it's here. Monty Python with chips. So there is a mention of Monty Python there, even though it's not officially licensed as far as I'm aware. So it's got some background into the game, including mention of the evil white rabbit. And at the bottom there it says, "May the rabbit be with you." And it's got some loading instructions, and that's pretty much it for this inlay. Here we have the loading screen, which is quite a cool picture of a knight chasing the Holy Grail. Very cartoony. And in the top left corner there you can see it says "Burner Loader," which is presumably the loader which is being used to load the game. Here's the title screen of the game then. Pretty unspectacular stuff. It's got the name of the game there, the Quest for the Holy Grail, and you've got the word gruel crossed out there, trying to be humorous. And as you can see there, it's copyright 1984 Dream Software, so it looks like this was a re-release by Mastertronic. And that's pretty much it. There's a little doodle of a castle and a little guy with a big nose there, and that's about the lot. So let's press any key to start. Doing so, after waiting a moment, shows that you look around and you're in the Blacksmiths Forge, and it's got a drawing of the Blacksmiths Forge there, which isn't very spectacular. And pressing the space bar or any other key for that matter tells you a list of visible exits, which is west, and a number of items there. A nuclear powered lamp, a yellow and green spotted key, and a CND nut. And the CND nut says, we shall not be moved. Again, trying to be funny and not very funny so far. So let's take the lamp, and as you can see there, you enter commands in the bottom half of the screen. The top half of the screen gives you the response. So you take the lamp, and the CND nuts walked off in a huff, and take the key. Pretty slow response when you type stuff in. You take the yellow and green spotted key, and then I think the exit was west, so let's go west. And we're in a village street now. As you can see, it's classic text adventure with a bit of graphics. The graphics aren't particularly good. There's a lot of grey on the screen, and it's pretty bog standard parser when you're typing your commands in. So I'm in a village street. Visible exits are north, east and south, and there's nothing there. Let's try going north. So you travel north, still in a village street. Press enter. Visible exits are north and south. Oh. It says you see Eugene the peasant. Oh dear, Eugene didn't like the way that you just trod on that in a gimme advert. This is basically a bit of a dig at the company Imagine Software. If you rearrange these letters, you'll find that spells Imagine. It doesn't take much rearrangement either. And Eugene was one of the programmers, Eugene Evans I think it was, at Imagine Software. he's pulled out a worn looking VIC-20 and batters you to death with it. This wouldn't have happened if you'd been that's invisible spelt backwards, and that's game over, which is pretty bloody shocking. To go into an area and not even have the chance to do something about being killed is pretty bad. Terrible game design. So let's go again. Waiting a little bit again. So once again, really slow drawing of the images and also slow display of the text. So let's take the key, take the lamp. Same stuff happens. We go west. We know not to go north. You can't skip this when it's drawing the picture, which is annoying. So let's go south this time. I'm on a bend in a road. Bit of daylight drawn on the screen there, and otherwise pretty much the same. North or east, so east it is. On a long country lane. Bit more colour on the drawing, but otherwise not very impressive still. And east or west, so it'll be east again. I'm in a dark gloomy forest. It doesn't look that dark and gloomy based on the picture. There's also a castle on the horizon there. I can go north or west, and suddenly it's gone dark, and that's indicated by the border turning black. So if we light the lamp, okay, and now that's on, and then it was north, I think. Okay, so I'm now near the castle, and it says there, Camelot Castle welcomes you. Visible exits are east and south, and I've already come from the south, so let's go east. I'm going to try opening that door in a minute with the key that I've got, but let's go east first and see what we see when we go east. Dark forest again. Visible exits are north, south and west. You hear a creaking sound from above. Try looking up. Hear a creaking sound from above. Let's try. You can't go in that direction. So there's a creaking sound, but I don't know how to find out what that creaking sound means. So let's go north from here. I'm among swaying palms. Okay, so let's go east. I'm on a forest trail. North, south and west. Let's try south. Getting pretty bored already. Among swaying palms again. Let's go south again. By a river in the forest. Drawing's pretty boring again. North or west, let's try west. In a stinking black forest. And let's go north. Dark forest again. And I think it's back to the creaking sound and go west. That'll take me back to the castle. So I've wandered around in a circle and found nothing of interest. So let's try getting into this castle. So use key in door. Nope. Okay, open door with key. The door is locked. Yes, that's why I was trying to unlock it. Unlock door. Okay, it's unlocked. Open door. The door is open. Let's just see what my exits are now. So I've got a new exit now, which is south, I think. Let's try going south. No, that was the wrong way. Back north again. Must be north again there. That would make sense based on the diagram of the previous screen. Okay, I'm in Camelot by a huge wooden door. Oh. The French god unclogs his nose in your general direction, and I've just put that word in because it's from the original Monty Python film. So he unclogs his nose in your direction, and without protection you die a horrible green death. And I'm dead again. And frankly, if it's going to carry on like this, where you walk into places and die without any kind of a warning, then I'm not going to play anymore. So it's your usual text adventure. If you dig into it far enough, you'll probably get some kind of enjoyment out of it if you like those kind of games. It's not very funny, which, considering it's supposed to be based on the Monty Python and Holy Grail film, is a bit of a disappointment. The graphics are pretty shit in it, to be perfectly honest. I don't swear very often, but there you go. The graphics are pretty bad, and that's pretty much it. I can't be bothered with it anymore. Not worth $1.99 as far as I'm concerned, but again, I'm not a big fan of text adventures, so that's probably no surprise.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.